This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams, and these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Oregon Ducks and the USC Trojans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. That's caught, it's Bowman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. On target. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Going to run it. It's Jordan. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Here's the give off the left side. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Mayava. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand. Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in the draft? People were talking about him being the first overall pick after that blowout loss in the playoff to Indiana. He decided to come back, and no one is happier than Dan Lanning at Oregon and the fans. And by the way, this quarterback room now, David, loaded. Of course, they got Dylan Raiola from Nebraska as well.
Yeah, and Dante Moore, to me, like, does he take that next step? And you saw flashes of Dante Moore where it's great. Like, it is elite of elite. The Iowa game a year ago, when you needed it, had to have a play, he can make it. Can he continue to be that guy consistently and not to make some of those mistakes? Because there is no denying this dude's talent. It's upper echelon level. It's first-round draft pick type stuff.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dante Moore. Bought a little time, lets it go. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
In the gun on third down, Moore. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll send the tight end in motion. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Mayava. A little release to the back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be third and long. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Inside the 25. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Trojans. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He's got it. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Three yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The DBs will back off a bit. Here's Moore to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Gain of 27 on the play.
from the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing more. Escapes the pressure to his right. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that and drops the ball right in his hands.
Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
Well, when we're talking USC offense, it all starts with Maiava and quarterback. We get that. But, David, we also know they've got to have balance. One thing Lincoln Riley has always done, no matter where he's been coaching offense, is making sure that they can run the football as well. The Trojans always recruit well at that position. They do well through the portal, and that's not going to be any different this season. They've got to be able to total.
It's never any different, and they will always commit to it. And I think the quarterbacks usually get the acclaim and the fame, but the running backs, man, they're always going to find those guys. Even as a young guy, King had to step in with several injuries a year ago to tote the mail. They're going to run it. They're going to commit to it. It's a huge part of Lincoln Riley's offense and the reason that they're successful.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Maiava. Here's the pressure. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Moore. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage, putting points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Gives him the big stiff arm. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Maiava. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. There's some room. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Stepping to the right. He'll throw it. Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. With the catch, it's Bowman. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Throws it back. Close to coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Once he got a snap, it was all over right to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 8 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Texas A&M getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The short hands, it's Bear. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Makes the grab on the left. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Again, it's Moore. Gets rid of it. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Now facing a third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting it.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Wants to fire on second down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Right down the gut of the field. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks.
And the offense goes at it again. He's already got 5 catches, Jesse. So this quarterback, he looks like he's locking in on this guy. And the defense, I think they kind of got a clue and made a big play.
You're absolutely right, David. As a quarterback, you got to be careful. You don't predetermine who you're going to throw to. This guy's been uncoverable so far. So I get it. You want to get him more touches, but you have to let the coverage dictate who gets the football. Give the defender credit that time. He knew where the ball was going. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay for it, taking it all the way to the house.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Oh, a double pass. Got it. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They want to run this quarterback. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Rush is on him. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Floats it out in space. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a crease. It's Jordan. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got the back over the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Dante Moore. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. On the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And that one's way too far for everybody.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal at the 1. Trying to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Touchdown, Ducks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Smashes through the tackle. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. Snags it, and he's open. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, USC! The Trojans with the answer.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. What a mess. A delay of game on the 2-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. The Ducks enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wide open, makes the catch. Gets just what he needs, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation.